you've obviously realized there are things that are very normal to you, but when you go to some other places, people will be looking at you like, kama nyi watu wa kukojoa kwa mikebe, you disgust. Yani amwezi enda choo usiku, mnakojoa kwa mikebe. Ni nini mnaeka mikebe chini ya bed? Alafu ni wengine wakupanguzia vikombe jikoni na nguo. Yani, can't you just find something yenye unaweza panguzia vikombe na plates? Ni nini unachukua kombe unapanguzia plates? Guilty as charged. Anyway, that is the same thing that happened to me when I moved here, because there are things that are very normal to me as a Kenyan, but here it's different. And it's the same thing that happened to me when I went to UK. For my life, nimeishi Kenya, Africa. So moving to a new place where you meet very different people with a totally different culture, there are obviously things that are going to be very abnormal to them and to you as well. So that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to be more specific about just America because I live here. The first one, just showing up at someone's house. Hey, don't try it here. In Kenya, it's a normal thing. I mean, I've not seen my friend for 2 days. Let me go check on her. I go to her place and she's okay. I mean, okay, not everyone is gonna be okay, but in most cases, people don't have a problem with it. You can surprise me any day, anytime. But you know what I mean? Here, you literally need an appointment. It's different. Well, you already know I identify as an introvert, so I don't have a problem with that. But I mean, it's a different culture. At home, for instance, you'll be like, even in the living room, your sitting room, you'll be like, let me dress better because someone might walk in. But here, who? I'm not expecting anybody. I can dress however I want. So I like it here. I like it home too. Surprise, surprise. So in Kenya, you pass by, you enter, you visit. In fact, if you're used to someone that much, you enter their house, maybe you find them busy, you go to the kitchen, you prepare something for yourself, you eat and leave. You know what I'm saying? It's that way. But in America, you need to text, call, schedule, confirm. Maybe next week. You can book in advance. The second thing is greeting everyone. In Kenya, you greet everyone on the road, neighbors, strangers, hey. But here, I think if you greet too much, people get suspicious. They'll be like, there's something suspicious about this girl. She needs to be watched. I'm just normal. I'm just in my normal self. The third one, I don't really like this one. Being a Kenyan, I still don't like it. Being involved in each other's life, fine. I like it maybe to some extent, but people take it too far. People take it too far. People are so comfortable asking about your salary, your job. Okay, there's no problem about asking about my job personally. Your relationship, why you don't have kids, why you my goodness, those are very unnecessary. Come on. Why are you fat? Why are you thin? Everything. People literally question everything and they feel like it's their right to know what's going on in your life. It's their right. They're like demanding. And they'll always have the audacity to tell you what to do and when. Of course, not all. I mean, not all people. I mean, I'm Kenyan. I don't do that. So, you know what I'm saying? In America, things are too personal and there are things that you can never ask somebody. I mean, that's getting too much into somebody else's life and you're suspicious. Is it the fourth one or the third one? Respect to elders is, I mean, there's no debate about it. I'm not saying that people in America are disrespectful, but the respect in Kenya, I would say it's, I don't know how to grade it. But it's like whatever elders say, that's final. And you cannot address your elder by their name. In Kenya, you don't argue with your elders, period. In America, kids literally debate with adults like a podcast. It's like you're in a podcast. And they'll address you by your name. Aren't you ssidi.ka? Born and raised in Kenya, we are taught never to address our elders by their name. So It's either an uncle, guga, grandfather, grandmother, whether or not you're related, there must be a name for that person. You don't call them by their name. I had a landlord in UK who said I should never address him as Mr. I think according to him, he associates Mr. with colonialism. So he's like, no, I don't want to feel like a colonialist. Just call me my name. I have a name. So it's different and I'm just getting used to it. It's different. Oh, this one. Eating with your hands. Oh, I understand we have so many Kenyans who have learned to, or maybe they were born in those kind of families where they use fork and spoon and a knife and whatever, but bueno, the same landlord, there's this day he invited me for dinner, and he had of course bought the whatever, everything, is it called a platter, and I was there trying to eat. I couldn't because I'm used to using my hands. I mean, the farthest I can go is use a spoon or a fork, but not a knife. Up until now, not a knife. I can't use a knife. What do you mean I should use a knife? So he was so disgusted, honestly. I told him I can't eat. At that point, I was struggling and he had cleared at least half of his plate and I was still struggling. So there was rice on the plate and I had already eaten the rice and now I had other things to eat, like the chicken. Now, how do I eat a chicken? Am I not supposed to hold it and just cry? He was so disgusted. I don't know if I should blame my parents, but I still find it fun using my hands to eat because most of our food, we don't need a knife, really. Ugali, what do I need a knife for? Sini kukata ugali hivi. I'm whatever. And this other thing, loud and lively conversations. It's normal for us. I mean, that's how we talk anyways. Not all the time, but when we're just a group of people, a group of friends somewhere, we'll be loud and lively and it's just so good. But I think here when people are too loud and lively, they'll be like, something's wrong somewhere. I've just remembered something. Burning trash in Kenya is a normal thing. People burn trash. We have those who just dispose it in the, how is it called? We dispose, right? For manure. Kuna hii time UK, our housemate Ali he was collecting stuff from the neighbors, the stuff they don't need no more. He wanted to burn them. And then akazieka somewhere. We had a very huge compound, so akachukua hizo vitu zote akazidump hapo. So he collected those things for like a month because he wanted to have a huge heap to burn at once. So I think the neighbors or the people who were giving them the stuff to burn were paying him because he was obviously helping out dispose them. It must be good money because the guy wasn't working. And then akasha akaeka kwa kona kabisa where he was sure the fumes hiyo moto haitafikia nyumba. And then he started the fire. Within, should I say 5 to 10 minutes, the fire department was at our doorstep. I don't know who called them. I don't know who alerted them. They came in less than 10 minutes to put the fire out. So it's, oh, I love that. The response was just so quick. So I think they thought maybe there was a fire out. I don't know. But that's normal in Kenya to burn trash, but it's normal in these countries. In Kenya, we just show up, help people without asking if they really need our help, right? So like when someone has a problem, maybe they are bereaved or just anything, maybe they have visitors, you just show up and help where you can. You don't even expect them to pay you. They can't pay you, yes, but you don't expect it because we believe in, just helping. It's our thing, just helping out. But here it's like, let me know when you need something. And that's it. They probably don't mean it, but let me know. 2 days ago, I saw this on Facebook. Somebody posted and said that in US, it's a crime to harvest rainwater. I don't know how true that is because I never went ahead to do my research. But harvesting water is a thing in Kenya. That is what most of us do. I don't know how true that is. A black tax. You know what black tax is, right? Oh my goodness. When you are, let's say, the privileged one in a community, everyone kind of expects you to always come through for them whenever they need you. And it doesn't matter when last you talked to this person. Someone will just, hey, I need your help. Someone you talked to 5 years ago. People just have that audacity. The last time you talked was 5 years ago, but they text you not to, if they don't even care to know how you're doing. They don't care. Maybe you've been bedridden. They just go ahead and narrate a whole essay of how bad they are doing at that moment. Of course, they want you to feel that they really need your help. I don't mind coming through for people, but come on now. We are all humans. Come on. At least try to find out if this person even has the money. And now the worst part is when you tell them that you are not in a position to help, they get mad. They're like, you just don't want to help me. And they can even go ahead spreading, like, I mean, everyone will just be talking about you, how you don't want to help people. And you're like, you think I don't have a life? You think I don't have that money? People don't just respect that space, and they don't just want to understand that people also have needs. It doesn't matter how much you earn or which part of the world you are, they just don't give a damn. They need your help. You are supposed to help because you are privileged. And that's on period. And that is not a thing. Here, it's different. You don't just sit and expect somebody is gonna come through for you. People might come through for you, but you don't just sit expecting. No. If it happens, then it's just a very small percentage, at least compared to Kenya. We've already talked about addressing how to address your elders. We don't address elders by their names. You either say Auntie ssidi.ka or Uncle somebody. You don't call them by their name. Who are you? Don't you know you're addressing your elders? No, don't do that. You can use titles like teacher, Mr. da 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 da, but not their name. Don't do that. That is the kind of respect that is preached there. But here, nope. You call somebody auntie even when that person is not even related to you. Most house managers, if not all of them, are called auntie, right? But here you only call somebody auntie, cousin, sister, brother if they are actually related to you in that sense. And I see people say, oh, that's my stepfather. But in Kenya, we just call them father, mother. What do you mean stepfather? What do you mean? It's a normal thing in Kenya that whenever a visitor comes to your place, they need to be fed. It doesn't matter if this person called you before coming. The person is already in your house and you should be already thinking about what they are going to eat. That's on you. That's not their problem. You're Kenyan. You're supposed to receive your visitors. There is not a thing here. If you visit somebody, don't expect to be fed. You might be given just maybe a glass of juice, wine, maybe water, but you also don't expect it. Staying with family long term in Kenya, it's normal now. It's normal, and I love it. I love that. But here, move out, get the hell. You are of age. Get out. Celebrations in Kenya are for everyone. In Kenya, we live in communal settings. So if you have a wedding is for everyone. Everyone is going to be invited. I mean, even those who are not invited will come. And will come to eat. Celebrations are strictly by invitation. But well, we do also have celebrations in Kenya that are strictly by invitation, but I'm just talking about the majority of them, neighbors. You don't even need to invite them. They will come. You just set the date. Once they have the date, leave the rest for nature. Nature will control everything and everyone will be in attendance. So you don't need to waste your money printing invitation cards. For who? There's this other one. In Kenya, we joke too much. We joke too much. I'm just talking about the normal jokes that at times they get dark, they get savage, but they're just joking. So whenever you crack a joke in Kenya, people easily get it. She's just joking, he's just joking. But here you need to say that joke and clearly state that you were just joking. Otherwise, people are going to misquote you. And that's on you. I think I already talked about this, about where people get so much involved in other people's businesses, but this one is a little bit different. We know everything that is going on, right? When you have neighbors, you already know that neighbor gave birth, or that neighbor died, or that the other neighbor, you know everything that's going on in the village, in the community. But here, you don't even know your neighbor's name. You don't even know your neighbor, and you'd be here maybe for over a year, but you don't even know your direct neighbor. You have no idea, and someone can even die and you will never know. God forbid, but you will never know, because people just, it's different. And I find it strange because it's different. I don't know if this still goes on in Kenya, because for us, we were brought up on canes. Do something small, canes. At school tulichapwa kama vitu zingine. Jaribu kuguza mtoto wa Amerika. Ooh, I have ever worked with kids, and it was so stressful because a kid lied that I pinched them. Thank God for the security cameras. I don't even know what my life would be like at this point, because I pinched a kid, and that is not even a thing in Kenya. You were pinched? So your teacher pinched you? Come here, let me pinch you again. What did you do? So I think it's just about punishing kids. Okay, the way kids are raised in Kenya is not the same way kids are raised here. So in Kenya, it's like you need to harden, right? But here, we need to be softer. Anyway, there's this thing. I hate it. I hate it. Commenting on people's appearances. I have undergone, how do you call it? Bullying. I've been bullied so much because of my weight. I was bullied by people very close. I felt I was being bullied, but according to them, they were stating the fact. So I just find it so disgusting. They don't even act from a point of concern. They just want you to feel bad. It's your fault. Why are you losing weight? You eat like the rest of us. Huh? We're not losing weight because we are eating. Why are you stressed? Stop getting stressed. That's why you are getting thin. You will disappear very soon. And everything. When you lose weight, it's a problem. When you gain weight, it's still a problem. So it's never just enough. In America, that's offensive. Keep it to yourself. So on that, I love it here. At least you're just confident. You walk around, you're thin, you're fat, you walk around confidently, because even though they might have the thoughts that you don't look good, at least they won't tell you. People keep stuff to themselves, and I like that. I just don't like people in my business, and that's on period. In Kenya also, adults can discipline anyone else's kid, right? So a child is communally owned, and everyone in society is responsible for bringing up that child in a morally upright way. You can discipline them whichever way you see best fits. In America, try as much as you can not to even look at somebody else's kid. So honestly, it's not really about which one is better or which one is bad. It's just about appreciating our different cultures. And of course, I'm human, I have a preference. So there are things I like about living in Kenya, and there are things I love about living here, which is very normal. And it's even good that there are things I like about living here, because I live here. I need to have something I like about this place. And I'm glad I like so many things about this place. So it's worth giving a shot. And at this point, I'm just learning how to maneuver, learning how to move between the two cultures without forgetting where I come from. I'm just here trying to balance my Kenyan habits with American expectations. Well, my beautiful name is ssidi.ka, and this is Sidi's Diary. We don't just watch, we come along. See you next time. Bye. Ciao. Gracias.